Today on the table, I've got a MSI 1050 Ti Gaming X 4GB model. And on this one, it's going to be a relatively straightforward task. It's going to be replacing the thermal paste on here. So what we're going to need with that one is just a simple Phillips head screwdriver, smallish on the scale compared to what you normally find around the house. And we'll be removing these 4 Phillips head screws, which are holding the heatsink on. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and finally, void warranty sticker 4. So with those removed, it should separate relatively easily. Do be cautious of the 2 fan adapters or 2 fan plugs in the top right hand corner. And also on the other side, your model will more than likely have a LED connector. So I'm going to leave the fans connected and I'm going to focus on the LED connector, which I should be able to wiggle left and right, and gently pull back, and that should come out. There we go. So with that folded out of the way, next up what I'm going to use is some isopropyl alcohol and some just tissues, or you could use paper towel depending on what you've got available. And I'm going to give the chip a clean first, and then after that I'm going to give the heatsink itself just a quick wipe over as well. So I am finding that some of the thermal paste is being a bit stubborn, so what I'm going to switch up to from here will just be just an old toothbrush, and that should clear off the rest of the residue from there. So the thermal paste I'm going to be using is just Deep Cool Z5. Comes in a relatively large syringe and it's usually quite easy to apply. So I've just dabbed a fair bit onto there. Just going to give it a bit of a spread around with some scrap cardboard paper. Most of the time you don't really need to worry about doing this, just an extra step that you can do, just so you know that that chip is fully covered. There we go, and now from here, what I'm going to do is just put the heatsink on there just to see how well it would distribute the thermal paste prior to screwing it all back together and reconnecting the LED. So I'm just looking on the back of the PCB where those screw holes, or where the screws are meant to go through. Bit of pressure there, and pull apart. As you can see, it's got a perfect spread, ample amount. So now I'll proceed to put this back together. So reconnect the LED connector first. Go. Now I just want to make sure that the screw holes for the heatsink go through the board. And then from there, all you should really have to do is simply reinstall the screws, the tensioner screws back onto the heatsink. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.